Wood gonna be throwing a bit of a decoy into the middle. I guess that's alright. Maybe just it's not really gonna make a difference here. I don't know. I think those sometimes those decoys can be really useful, but I think sometimes they're just for fun.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to spend $50 on something silly, so they buy a decoy.
Exactly.
Yeah, and yeah, it seems like we're gonna see the pretty much patented Na'Vi pistol. Guardian's gonna smoke off, and it's gonna be a pretty standard A push with starix being the backstabber.
Yeah, smoke lands right here, forcing byali to either jump up on the box or try and wait for the smoke to disappear, basically. Snax down here. Oh, okay. What a great shot. Now byali, now Pasha as well. starix and Guardian are the only two left alive right here, and Snax is going to pick up one more kill, and that was a devastating headshot. The first one was so fast. That was a thing of beauty.
It really was. And I actually think that was a slight deviation from what Na'Vi have done earlier. If I'm not completely mistaken, I think they normally do that start with 2 smokes. So they were able to smoke off the stairs as well. And I think that would have benefited them greatly in that scenario right there. But VP get off to a good start. So I guess the vacation nerves or the vacation aim is not a thing for the Polish players.
Apparently not, and they pick up two P90s here and also an MP7, so they're just using all the dirty submachine guns here, and actually none of them are going to pick up a kill. It's going to be Pasha and snax, and I guess finally got the one here with the P90, so it was worth something. Na'Vi didn't even get a bomb plant, but they are still going to be buying. Ven, how do you feel about this?
I actually think it's okay, because I think they are aware of the fact that Neo, for instance, is one of the players who actually buys the MP7 on a consistent basis, and they also heard byali, obviously getting a frag with a P90, has a P90, and Taz as well. So with these machine guns, they're going to be better equipped, really, than VP. So they could definitely punish the Polish guys with this early buy. And it might not be expected from Na'Vi.
Yeah, maybe they won't realize, although I think they're putting some shots in every once in a while. So
yeah. Eventually, the element of surprise is going to be gone. Actually, I think Zeus has tagged up snax already, so I am assuming they expect a full buy from this point on. I guess the big issue right now is that Na'Vi have lost the element of surprise, and they don't really have that much nades to work with. It's only Guardian who has a smoke.
And the poles aren't really giving them much of an opening. I mean, Taz here, if they can pick him off when he's jumping, which would certainly be really sick, that's the best chance they have. He's going to call for backup straight away. And P90 here, if they don't kill him straight away, he can definitely take out a lot of players. It's not that bad against armor. It's not the best, but it's good enough. Taz going to pick up one kill. Neo goes down. And this is a great entrance coming in. starix and Guardian picking up the opening. And it's going to be another one for Zeus. byali and snax should probably not go for this retake.
They really shouldn't. They should just run with the tails between their legs right now. Yeah. It seems like they really want to punish the fact that Na'Vi spend absolutely every cent they had on that round and get some exit kills. And I'm not really sure I agree with that, because Na'Vi have already gotten the bomb down, so they're going to have enough money to buy regardless the upcoming round.
byali going to peek in there, take down Zeus, pick up the AK, and Virtus.Pro making the most, I think, of a lost situation and just trying to get exit kills. But in the middle here, Edward's ready and waiting, and snax probably shouldn't have lived through that, but he does, and that's going to be the round here. 2 people surviving for either team, and Na'Vi's risk, it paid off, so you were right, Vendetta. I mean, it's a bit of a calculated risk, but it actually works out well.
Yeah, it worked out really well from Na'Vi. I think it's a bit unfortunate that Neo missed his smoke into AAPS there. I think that could have helped Virtus.Pro quite a bit. Also, Pasha, who went for the manly play there, basically bomb rushing through smoke to get into Forest by the bencher at the back of B site, and didn't quite make it in time. But I think if he gets into position right there, he could shut down at least 2 or 3 Na'Vi players.
Yeah, now we're into the 4th round, and Neo is playing like someone who wants to go up even further towards the middle, where Edward is hanging around. He's kind of alone if he does. He's going to be waiting right here. Can actually look through the edge of the smoke. Be a really big opening, and just does some damage. Actually, a lot of damage to Edward, and grenade follow-up. Edward is going to fall back, doesn't want to get tagged, but that's really simple and effective play coming out from Neo, I think, early on here.
Yeah, and also what's really cool, seeing how they bought mainly SMGs after winning the pistol round, they still have money to get a really good buy, actually, considering they lost the previous round. So I think this is a huge round for Na'Vi. If they lose this one and don't get a bomb plant, they're completely screwed over, while Virtus.Pro are going to have a really nice time and a good ability or a good opportunity to actually build up a solid bank.
Yeah. Oh, a fake over at the A bomb side, and they are buying it hook, line, and sinker. Look how far away Neo is running. It's just Taz alone, and there are 3 people coming. With an M4A1, this is really hard. He's going to have to hit almost nothing but headshots if he wants to kill all of them. There's the one. Second one is going to be Guardian, and he doesn't play around. And then over at the ramp here, I really want Zeus to not move anywhere. I just want him to stay and backstab them, because this is really, really great for Na'Vi at the moment. Especially with a kill like that. Flashbang rains in towards the kitchen now. Guardian spots one right here. He's going to go down, and they lose the bomb site anyway. Oh, I thought that was such a good position for them. Now, Zeus is walking up behind, just wants to get a kill. He's going to pick down Pasha, but he can't stop the defuse, and he's going to get one more. That's a triple. Goes for the last one and gets a quad kill seized. What is happening? I mean, that was insane, but it wasn't enough.
It really wasn't, and I agree with you. That was a really nice position for Na'Vi to be in. Unfortunately, I think it was Edward who was down to 8 HP by the time that retake happened, so they couldn't buy enough time for Zeus to comfortably sneak behind the rest of VP, but it still cost them a lot. You could see the buy on, well, Virtus.Pro are basically broke, and they have no nades really to speak of. They have 2 smokes, and that's it.
2 smokes, and I don't know. I mean, they have the AWP on Neo, which is over here by the B bomb side, and I think I really like that. I mean, this is something that I've been advocating for a long time, is trying to use the AWP more in B than I would in middle, because I think it's not that it's bad in middle, it's just that holding B is really difficult without it. And look how far away Neo can look. If they were coming, he'd spot them so early and probably get a kill. But in the B bomb site, there's even more trouble right now, as byali's already gone down. Pasha shooting through, very nearly takes down Zeus. It's going to be snax to get a kill finally, and Pasha with the repeat is going to be going down, and I think Virtus.Pro need to probably just give up on this bomb site here. It's a 2-on-3. The bomb is going to go down, and as you said, they have almost no grenades, and they don't have a kit either.
Yeah, not having a kit in this situation is basically game, set, and match. I don't really see why any reason for Virtus.Pro to hang around.
Yeah, Neo can definitely go for an extra kill, but especially if Taz is going to help out. Taz runs the other way. I wish they would have stuck together to try and look for some exits, but yeah, you just have so little time, and because of the architecture of this A bomb site, there's just too many places for you to check. You really can't realistically go and check every corner, and especially not if you expect to have everyone alive at the end of it. So it doesn't really work out so well.
Yeah, and Virtus.Pro managed to hang on with 2 weapons, still not able to still not being able to buy up in the upcoming round. But we've seen when teams save a couple of weapons, they can make a lot of things work actually with limited options. And I actually like the fact that Neo is going mid this round with the op, because I think they have to get a pick pretty early on.
Let's see if they're going to be able to. Snax up here in the apartments with the P2K. Not really going to be able to do anything now that he got spotted. Still a good idea. I mean, this is headshot range with the P2K if someone was going to go for him. And now byali close to the ramp at A bomb site with a Max 7. Puts a shot right in the back of Seized and brings him down to 4 HP, which is not enough for a kill. And Snax is going to go down as well. So I like the attempt here from Virtus.Pro, but as you said, you're saving the AWP at the very least here is going to be a priority. Now that they're in a 3-on-4, a 5 here, I think that's what they need to do.
Yeah, Neo and Taz just needs to get as far away from the situation as possible, and Pasha is more or less free to do whatever he wants at this point. It doesn't really hurt VP at all if he loses that C-Stat 75, and if he manages to pick up a kill on perhaps Seized, who's only on 4 HP in T-spawn, that would be big for them, especially if he can get the AK.
Especially if they can get that. I mean, they're on the more favored side here, and Virtus.Pro's economy is actually very much broken. Snax, byali, and Snax, byali, and Taz are all on $0, and everyone else doesn't have a lot either, so anything that they can scavenge and use for the upcoming round is going to be worth its weight in gold. It's not happening right now. It's going to be still the AWP and the M4, which can be enough, but it has to be in the right spot. I mean, I guess that's what we learned last round, is Na'Vi managed to pick the site where there was almost no equipment at all, and that won them the round.
Yeah. And Na'Vi was smart. I assume they were anticipating Neo to go mid with the AWP, and that's kind of why they left the entire area to itself. And it worked out nicely for them. This time around, byali gets picked up early on, and now it's going to be really hard for VP to actually find anything. But as I say that, Taz is on a mission up in mid.
Yeah, well, they get Guardian killed, but I guess the good thing about what byali did up in the apartments this time is he spotted a couple of people, so that sort of forces Na'Vi to change whatever they were doing, because you can kind of see on the Virtus.Pro side that they're sort of shuffling Taz around to try and see if he can find the right bomb site, and Neo's staying put here. So I kind of like this idea of having Taz be the mobile player and then Neo be the one who stays put. Unfortunately, they're rotating the wrong way here. Once again, Na'Vi faking it out, and snags 5-7 in hand, sick headshot. But I'm not sure it's quite enough. Taz looking for the kill. It might actually be enough. They're in a 2-on-3 right now. Edward looking for the kill in kitchen. Going to be walking around here. Taz goes down now. A 2-on-2. Pasha can't find the kill. They're both so low. Seized on 9. Edward on 33. 1 is going to go down and seized. I don't think he can do this anymore. They do have a kit on Neo as well. He's going to be going down. And this should be an easy defuse. Yeah, no problem at all. So that is... There it is, and that's actually snax, I think, that really, if he doesn't get that kill, I'm not sure that Na'Vi aren't just going to win the round straight away.
Yeah, we might actually see Na'Vi or Virtus.Pro just opt to save their rifles again if snax doesn't get that kill. But yeah, really solid job by VP. I think Taz opening Frag on Guardian really did a lot for them, because it forced Na'Vi into an awkward rotation, as well as VP gained so much map control and information as to what was going on on the side of Na'Vi, and them having the luxury of putting Neo alone on the A bomb site was really helpful as well.
And he got the pick off on the one guy who was faking it. So we've seen that a couple of times from Na'Vi already, it seems. Just the willingness to try and go for some pretty elaborate fakes, which is kind of cool. I won't say that's too much their usual style. I think their usual style is just slow, but not necessarily including fakes.
Yeah, we don't see too many fakes really, especially on Mirage. And oftentimes we'll see them be pretty obvious about where they want to go, and maybe leave starix behind around the middle/connector area and work with everyone else towards a certain site and leave it at that. But yeah, I guess it's nice to see that Na'Vi are actually playing with different styles as well, so they have more options.
And this time they're going to have to try and see if they can defend this bomb site. byali's the only one inside here. Snax unscopes at the wrong time, and now Pasha's going to go down. Snax falls next. Edward and seized with great openings, and a flawless round so far from Na'Vi. How did this happen? Those smokes were somehow just way too effective.
They were perfect, and they actually opted to not smoke off jungle, which is a bit of a unusual decision from Na'Vi. Instead, they opted to throw a ton of smokes towards that A side and basically shut Neo out completely, and whoever initially was under shadows. And it worked out great for them because they were so fast at actually committing to that take and getting control over connector and the jungle area that they were free to get the bomb down and basically control whatever would happen on that A bomb site.
Well, 4-4, and we're going to be in the 9th round. Then, I mean, when Na'Vi are able to do stuff like that, I guess Virtus.Pro didn't have the best setup to hold that kind of push with having byali on the shadows here and then snax opping from connector. It is, that's kind of a light defense on A. But even then, they were a little bit... I mean, those smokes just meant that Na'Vi were actually all the way in the bomb site, I think, before... They were all the way over by connector before anything really happened. There it is. Taz goes down at B, and once again, Virtus.Pro's defense is just not where it's supposed to be. I mean, they're ecoing here, but Na'Vi are really selecting the right bomb sites at the right times.
Yeah, they really are. And I think they felt a tad more safe than what they did in the previous... Or versus the previous eco round from Virtus.Pro. And they kind of just went as a big clump with a ton of AKs and mauled over the Polish side. But yeah, right now it's all about getting exit frags for VP, and they can't really hope for anything more. You can see snax is kind of lurking around in underpass, hoping that someone is going to hunt after them.
He really wants to pick off somebody, but they're not even going to go for it. They are playing it safely and making sure they just have as much money as they can. And they actually don't. Now they have a lot more, but before this round, they were actually not that high up on the economy. So I guess Na'Vi are just playing a very, very different game. And I mean, if you compare how Na'Vi are playing right here then to how they were playing on Dust 2, it's definitely a striking difference, I would say.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. And it's not that surprising either, because I think it's safe to say that Mirage is their best map, and I think it shows. I think it's pretty evident that they feel a lot more comfortable in everything they do on a map like this. It's also obviously the fact that this has been a pretty back and forth game. I think the most rounds in a row that we've seen so far is 2 rounds in a row, and both of them have been from Na'Vi.
Yeah.
So like the money situation is all over the place, and I think Na'Vi have decided like now it's time to stabilize and actually, well, try to play it cool for a while.
And they went for that gamble earlier on in the third round where it really worked out for them. They just had some Galeals, and it was enough to destroy the economy of Virtus.Pro, and it's really not recovered since. They've had such a tough time, the Poles, bringing it back on track, because they've been hitting their shots, but they haven't had a lot of money to work with. And see if Na'Vi can actually take this A bomb site again. It feels like it's going to be an A push with the bomb over at the ramp here. At 45 seconds left. Characteristically slow from Na'Vi. Edward goes down. It's a great pickup from Neo. Going to look for a second one here. Zeus won't fall, but he's going to fall right back into Taz, who will pick up that kill easily. So now it comes down to byali inside this A bomb site. He has to stay alive or come up big, and not going to happen yet. Pasha goes down. So from a good position to a very bad one. Now Taz alone, 1-on-3, and I'm pretty sure they even heard him jumping through. I think starix knows exactly where he is. Turns around, gets the kill, and it's going to be 6-4 in favor of Na'Vi on the less favored side here.
Yeah, well executed round from Na'Vi. Or nothing more to say really about that. And yeah, it really seems like Virtus.Pro are not quite up to pace when it comes to making the rotations they need, because it seems like whenever Na'Vi pushes site, Virtus.Pro are off by one man. They always have like one man less than what they should have to really hold off a push that Na'Vi are throwing at them.
It's definitely what it feels like. Oh, Guardian, starix, and then Pasha with a good grenade coming in here. Really, really important round for Virtus.Pro. If they can pick up this round from an eco, that would be a huge thing for them right here. Taz and Neo mixing up the names right here. Taz is the only one left now, going for the kill. Seized, just will not fall. He's down to 24 health. He's picking up a triple kill, but that was a very close round. For once, Virtus.Pro were actually in the right place at the right time. Unfortunately, they just didn't have rifles that time.
Yeah, if that was a buy round, that would probably have been a round for VP. I think that, yeah, they were definitely in the right positions to counter whatever Na'Vi threw at them at that point, but unfortunately for them, the money situation is not in their favor.
Definitely not. As you said, it's been, in the beginning, no more than 2 rounds string together from everyone, but now it's 4 in a row for Na'Vi, and a lot of those, or at least some of those, have been eco rounds from Virtus.Pro, where they just haven't been able to really pick it up. Big question is if that's going to change now. If Virtus.Pro can secure and win 4 rounds in a row and make it 8-7, I guess they are still going to be in the game. I mean, 8-7 is not a completely devastating score for the CT side, but obviously Na'Vi already have a really good half on their hands.
Yeah, they really do. And the fact is that VP's economy is so shaky at this point that whenever they lose a round, they're going to have to eco right after. And that leaves, obviously, a huge opportunity for Na'Vi to basically run away with this game. So even though it's been very close up till this point, Na'Vi could fully possible end up winning the first half 11-4.
That would be really scary. Good pickup from Pasha. AWP up on the box in that A-bomb site. And now they have the full force here at the A-bomb site. Snax going to take down starix. It's a 3-on-4, and this seems to be working out. Neo coming in for connector. Going to get taken down by Edward. It's going the wrong way once again. byali falls, and it's not working. Na'Vi, even when they're a man down, they just mow right through and pick off players left and right. Taz, he's going to go for the 1-on-3 retake here. Gets flashed as well, and they know exactly where he is. And he's going to go down before that flash even fades. Good headshot coming in from Edward, and a double kill from him as well. 8-4. Moving into the 13th round, and I imagine Virtus.Pro is going to force it up anyway here. Even with this bad economy, I mean...
Yeah, at a certain point you kind of have to say it's now or never. And apparently they do a bit of a wonky buy. Pasha picks up a scout. So this is an eco, but they're still investing some into it. And that, I think that's a mixture of them wanting and needing rounds and not really wanting to give it away too easy for Na'Vi.
Well, maybe not. I guess it could be better than having double ecos in the middle of this whole mess, but I kind of wish they would have gone for FAMASas and fought for a 8-7 scoreline, because as you said, I mean, 11-4 is really not the score they're looking for, and at this point, I mean, Na'Vi are going to have so much money. They already do have so much money. 16,000 on Guardian. They're never going to be able...
Yeah, they're not going to be able to break Na'Vi for the rest of the half. And I would like to see them try something more similar to what they did earlier on, which when we saw Taz pushing aggressively up in middle, because we know that Na'Vi play a notoriously passive style, just in general, and especially on Mirage. So if VP are able to kind of find out basically what kind of holes there are in the Na'Vi setups, then they'll be able to push out aggressively, gain a ton of information, and get those stacks towards the right bomb sites. And I think they need that because they haven't really been able to fight off Na'Vi with their vanilla setups up to this point.
Not exactly. I kind of wish they would throw in some aggression then, Virtus.Pro. Like, they've been doing it in the A apartments, but why not in the middle then? That's a really common CT side strat as well, and they have Pasha who can hold the window. They can put somebody up there. I mean, snax or Taz just moving in, but they are doing much the same. I mean, this time they have a forward push towards ramp, but Na'Vi, again, are picking the right bomb site all the time. The only one defending this B bomb site right now is Taz, and I guess Neo is coming in to help out, but if Taz goes down, I don't see a scenario in which Neo is going to be able to hold this.
VP are way too split up right now, and Zeus is hanging out in mid, just waiting for people to rotate.
Taz goes down. Now Neo has to kill a lot of people here. Gonna miss the shot on Seized and go down. Good repeat coming out from the Russian player here. Na'Vi are about to take a 10th round. Guardian will pick up a kill and doesn't even go down there. Now he's repeaking against Pasha, who's running in right here. Misses the shot, but it's still bombed down and a 2-on-3, and things are looking really good for Na'Vi. They have Edward alive. Rest are kind of low. Pasha goes down now. It's all on snax here, and that bomb is so far ticked already. I really don't see any way he can do this. Even though it sounds painful, he's going to have to try and run away and save this rifle in the 14th round.
Yeah, it does pick up 2 exit frags though, so I guess that's something to cheer for if you're VP. But yeah, right now they need to do something different because Na'Vi are basically forcing their will on VP, and it's like you said, they've only tried going aggressive on A apps, and that's about it. Apart from that one round where we saw Taz pushing up mid, and yeah, I would like to see, for instance, Taz, instead of posting up in a semi-aggressive position in B apps and not really having any vision or scouting out what's going on, I would like to see him posted up in the position that Doja actually uses quite a bit, which is just a tiny few steps more forward, but you get such a a way better angle to catch Na'Vi off guard.
Well, right now, I mean, we're talking about, Virtus.Pro not being affected by their vacation time, and that was based, I think, off of some of the shots that we were seeing from them. It looked like they were hitting some good shots, so there wasn't any kind of rust in that area. But I guess in terms of reading what Na'Vi are doing and making the right calls for the right rotations, yeah, there's a little bit to be worked on here, I think.
Yeah. Although I wouldn't be too worried if I'm a VP fan, because they're probably gonna have this in by the time G3 rolls around.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the first official match since they're back from vacation. So in a couple of days they will just have Buden been practicing pretty hard, and it's going to be a different team, no doubt about that. We've seen that plenty of times before, so I wouldn't be too worried either. Neo, I would be worried about though. 1 HP in the corner, straight headshot will take him down, and it's going to be snax alone for the last round. So your prediction, if that's what it was, it comes true. 11-4 is going to be it.
Yeah, it was more like a worrying omen, I guess, than anything else. It's not what I wanted to see, but it was the looming, I guess, looming possibility.
Exactly right. snax goes down as the last guy. starix with a good shot coming in, and that will be it. Good half is called. 11-4 for this first half of this game. If you're just joining us, then welcome to the stream. This is Room on Fire, and I'm Anders. With me is Vendetta, of course, and we're casting the SLTV StarSeries Season 10 game between Na'Vi and Virtus.Pro, and so far, it has honestly looked a little bit one-sided.
It really has, and we also have to take into consideration the fact that people are playing on the more favored side. Even though it's very slightly, but losing 11-4 is never a good sign when you're on even a slightly favored side.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess
if you look at Neo, everybody calling good half, and Neo's like, yeah, sure.
Not pleased at all. Well, look, all right. Going into the second half here, I really don't think there's anything that can save Virtus.Pro. I think for them, they're just thinking about that practice time, as you said.
Yeah, if anything, they have to win the pistol round. That's where it starts. And what's scary is the fact that I think Na'Vi is a way better CT-sided team than a T-sided team. And even so on Mirage, which is their best map, I think they're like a dominant CT side.
Good luck, have fun is called by Taz, and we'll see. I do think you're right. I think Na'Vi is on this side even stronger, which is a scary thought. But then again, I do also think they're the best team in the world. I actually think they are a little bit better than Virtus.Pro on this map. Not by a huge margin, and I don't think that's what's making the difference here. I think it's more the lack of practice time for the Poles that's really kicking in. I think on a normal day when both teams are really up and firing, I think this map between the two would very often end up... Yeah, 16-14.
16-14, yeah. It's a 16-14 to overtime kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and right now it seems like VP are making the right call here. Although Na'Vi are pretty gathered as a unit, they're still not in a position to actually stop a full-out A push from VP. Unless starix lands some incredible shots.
Well, that is going to be unlikely, I think. Good as he is with a P2K. Okay, that's one. Goes for a second one, but he's going to come up short. But actually, that might put just enough time here. Now, the whole of Na'Vi is actually here. They are going to be able to get the bomb plant Virtus.Pro. But this is a pretty swift rotation coming out from the CT side. And they do have a kit as well. And not really many grenades. But if they can just catch one more player off here, I think they might be able to just overwhelm the bomb side. They're charging in already. Pasha's going to go down. snax. Neo drops next. byali out of bullets almost. He's going to have to reload. Now it's a 2-on-2. 2-on-3, in fact. And it's going to be down to snax here. Bomb already being defused. He can't really move up. And this is running out of time. And Zeus, you asked for incredible shots, Vendetta, and you got them. 2 headshots from Zeus that really made that work.
Yeah, it was a really nice afterplant from Na'Vi, a really good retake. And, well, my Polish isn't that steady, I guess, but I'm assuming byali complimented Na'Vi on their retake.
It could be. That was certainly pretty impressive, because, I mean, once you're just one man in that bomb side, there is a lot of pressure on you to pick up those kills, otherwise it's really not going to be working out, so...
Yeah, and that initial frag from starix, I think that really, as you said, I think that bought enough time for Na'Vi to actually make that rotation, because they were so gathered as a team that they really could just get into places, really, for a retake so fast that VP didn't really have a shot at getting into, the afterplant positions they wanted.
So that will be it, 13-4, and obviously Virtus.Pro with the bomb plant are going to be able to buy this time. Try and see if they can make the score look a little bit better than it does right now, but I guess 16-4 isn't even out of the question here.
It really isn't. I think if VP loses this round, they're going to be in a big rut, really. And the way Na'Vi are playing right now, it doesn't seem like they're willing to show any sort of mercy.
They want to get it over with. I mean, they're going to be facing, I think, Mouse Sports next, if I'm not mistaken. So,
yeah.
So I guess we'll see how that game all pans out. It's a pretty interesting game coming up as well. Neo starting off with a kill on Edwards. Seized goes down, and just as we say it, or we're about to call it here, Na'Vi, they crumble a little bit under the weight of the Polish team rushing up the middle. Guardian and starix bringing it back, and actually, Pasha and snax are very low on health. I guess this could have been a Na'Vi round anyway, and Guardian is not quite done yet. He's going to hunt them down, see if he can catch anyone here towards the window room, but gonna be
I'm kind of hoping it goes for this, because they're going to have to eco the upcoming round either way, so why not? You have a big cushion, you know, try to be the hero.
Guardian makes a jump, so now they definitely know where he is, and that's obviously a big advantage. Would have been great if he could pick up one guy before that bomb went down, just making it a 1-on-2. He's going to turn around and take down snax, but with no kit and no grenades or anything, it's not really going to happen for a Guardian here. He is pretty good, and he's also close to the top of the board. And he actually sees that stop frag him. Guardian is at 16, so he's done a fine job already, but not going to be this time. Pasha will be surviving the bomb, of course, and it's going to be still a pretty expensive round for Virtus.Pro, but they do win it.
Yeah, and I think that's the way Virtus.Pro has to look at it at this point. You just have to be happy with what you get, and if you can get a round win regardless of how you get it, you'll take it.
Yeah, 19 rounds, and Guardian has just the 1 AK here. I don't know. I mean, if they had an AWP on him, I'd be more impressed. 1 AK, don't think it's going to be quite enough, and especially when he walks right into a shot like that and gets taken down to 14 HP.
Yeah, this is probably, or this should be a round for VP, but we've seen CSAT 75 work their magic before, but seems like VP wants nothing of it.
5-3, and starix is going to go down. Seized and Edward left. She's at 75s in hand. See if they can get anything done. Edward just jumping out into the middle. Bit of a crazy play coming out, and there were two people waiting for him. Seized, looking for a headshot long range. Not going to be picking it up, and it will be now 6-13. Let's see if they can go into the 20th round and change this Na'Vi, or if we're going to see some sort of insane comeback from Virtus.Pro. I mean, I don't know. I think 11-4 comeback on Mirage on the terrorist side. That'd be something.
Definitely would. I'm not too optimistic about it, but I'd love to see Virtus.Pro grab a couple of rounds and, as you pointed out, kind of make the score a tiny bit prettier.
They start off well. Seized, fumbling around in the underpass. Not really sure what that was. Did he get flashed from the middle when he jumped down there?
I didn't see. He definitely did not get flashed from underpass. So. Who knows?
Looked like there was something strange going on there. starix is going to be able to take, or is going to be able to go down there. Byali takes him down with an AK. Sorry about that. And it's going to be Guardian, Zeus, and Edward left. 3-on-4 now. Good shot from Zeus, right? Going to be taking down Neo and Pasha. And now, well, 3-on-3. And Na'Vi, maybe they aren't going to give up so easily, especially not with Edward coming around from the back here. Byali is right there. Edward has a shotgun. And he's actually running away from him. And the problem is, if Edward starts running to catch him, then byali is going to hear and the game will be up. He's turning around just as Edward comes through. And he's still going to go down. Nicely placed shotgun pellets to the face. Taz with a double spray down. And now Edward is going to get caught there. Great double from Taz, and also snax helping out. So there it is. But that could have very well been around for Na'Vi, I think.
Yeah, I actually think it was a bit unfortunate that the smoke dissipated at the point of dead for Edward. I think he could have snuck up even closer to byali and maybe caught one more VP member off guard.
It'd sure to be something if he had done that, and if he had just, maybe even if he had just killed byali earlier on, which obviously he didn't really have a chance to, but that could have also made a difference. Zeus inside returns the kill. Now more people are coming, and byali runs and guns and takes him down. Now Guardian looking for the crossover here, but they know that he's going to be there, and they don't even want to play that game. Grenades galore just into the connector, taking him down almost. Oh.
Nice pickup from Edward there, denying the bomb plant, and, well, VP are going to get the bomb down regardless, but actually, I'm a bit surprised that Na'Vi are this defensively postured at this point. They could have definitely capitalized more on that pickoff than what they currently are.
No doubt about that. Oh, seized. We'll get the shot actually jumping on the box there. That's not at all bad. snax is waiting though. He turns around at the wrong time and is still going to be able to turn back again to get the kill, which leaves Guardian in a position where he can no longer win it. I actually thought snax was going to go down, and that may have given the opening. That would have been byali left alone in a 1-on-3 almost, but it just doesn't work out that way. So I think just a split second actually decides that round.
Yeah, a really good job by snax as well though to get those 2 frags. I think even if it just gets one, I think Na'Vi are in a great position to actually finish that retake, because byali would have been in a really awkward situation where you would have to focus down whoever's defusing at the same time as having a VP member or a Na'Vi member gunning at him.
Guardian with the open in the middle. This is already a pretty impressive comeback from Virtus.Pro. They lost the first half 11-4, and right now we're looking at a 13-8 scoreline. Obviously can switch around pretty quickly if Na'Vi pick up just a single round here. Obviously the momentum is going to be quite different, but I mean, I'm already pretty pleased by just the fact that Virtus.Pro are trying to change their game a lot. But Guardian has an AWP. He's going to pick off byali straight away, and can he actually... Yeah, he's already rotating. Look at that. He takes the shot and instantly runs.
Yeah, it feels like Na'Vi are aware of the fact that something's going on.
Guardian's picked up one more kill on Taz here, so now it's just Pasha and Neo left, and maybe we spoke too soon. Neo with a good pick off. 1-on-1 here against Guardian inside the bomb site. AK versus AWP, and this is where Guardian is really good, but he's still going to go down. And that leaves starix now in a 1-on-1 with Neo, who's already picked up a triple. He's looking for the bomb. He's got time for it as well. starix is right down in the middle, and Neo comes up big. Quad kill from him. 6 HP survival, and he saves Virtus.Pro to fight another day.
Yeah, and right now that comeback is looking more and more feasible because Na'Vi has to eco, and even though starix has quite a bit of a bank at this point, it's still going to come to this situation where Na'Vi are going to have to eco after every buy round.
That is, I mean, we see it right now already with just pistols in their hands here. Zeus actually is going to get a kill on Taz, which is not at all bad. But up in the apartment, they already lost one person. And now Zeus is just going all crazy, picking up 2 kills and an AK, going for the second kill here. And Edward jumps across, and it's going to work. Edward will get the double kill, and now it's on Pasha, 1 on 2. And they're shooting through the bottom of that wood panel right there. Pasha is going to go down, and Na'Vi, they couldn't pick up the rounds when they had rifles, but with pistols, they seem to do better.
What was that from Edward? It was just madness.
He jumped over.
And the fact that he gets that second kill with the last bullet, man. Well, that's kind of what C-Sense does for you. Just a really solid display from Edward under great round coming out from Na'Vi, and that has to be a knife in the heart for VP.
That is not fun at all, and if they lose this upcoming round, they can still make some sort of buy happen for what might be the last round, but it's going to be a little bit tricky here. It's definitely not over yet. I mean, if they've won this many rounds in a row, who says they can't keep going? But Na'Vi have a really good hold on this A-bomb site. They have 4 people, although they are rotating back a little bit. They should be able to get in here and actually maybe defend it. Not sure why they fell back so quickly. There's no bomb plant yet. Guardian is trying to look through the smoke somewhere. They're really worried about Virtus.Pro faking it out here, but they're not. They're fully committed. The Polish team is coming, and Na'Vi can't stop them. Guardian trying to run away, but Neo, he's still close by. Edward's going to pick up the 1 kill, but Guardian actually just retreating all the way. And no bomb plant happening yet. Finally it goes down, and Zeus is going to pick up the 1 here. And now at 3 on 3. Guardian is going to come up from behind, but I think he's going to be there maybe a little bit too late, actually.
This still might be feasible if Edward's able to pick up Taz. I think that's... Taz is pretty much the linchpin for VP's defense at this point.
Yeah, and he's almost down, but Guardian dies, seized with a kill. Now it's down to Pasha, 1 on 2 here, and he's in get right waiting. They spotted him out. Edward is going to not get the kill, but seized will, and I think that's just enough time. I think this is a last second defuse coming out. Na'Vi win the round, and seized will pick up a triple kill, and that's a pretty impressive retake. Put it like that. It's down to the very last millisecond.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if Na'Vi calculated it that way, but that was definitely a solid retake. And as I said, I think it was Edward picking off Taz in that situation that really made it possible for Na'Vi.
I don't know. I think maybe they were just talking about it, and someone just said, "No, we still have another 3 nanoseconds to wait. We'll push once."
It's like I started my Omega stopwatch.
Yeah.
As they planned it. I got this, guys.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I was looking really convincing here. It's a 5 on 3. Na'Vi want to close it out. They don't want to see this comeback happen, and obviously there's no overtime here, so best Virtus.Pro right now fighting for a draw, and Na'Vi are 1 round away from taking the map here. Taz peeking up. Good shot onto starix. That's a solid headshot coming out, but is it going to be quite enough? There's still 1 man down. They have plenty of time, though. That's the one thing that's working for them here.
Yeah, that, and the HP of Na'Vi is really iffy at best. I mean, 3 people at below 30 HP. That's 1 bullet from an AK.
Now look at Snax's position. He's just going to take down 1. Snax is going to instantly run in and take him down. It's a very, very clever play. Now Guardian and Zeus are left here. 2 on 1 now as Snax is going to be alone. Byali goes down. I was going to say it was going to be a 2 on 2. And Guardian peeks. Snax is ready for it. Zeus versus Snax. I mean, there's not a lot of time here. I think that's going to work against Snax.
Did he make... No, Zeus did not hear that. Well, okay, now the round is definitely in favor of Snax. He's going to be able to get into such a good afterplant position.
Yeah, this is really everything, isn't it? I mean, this is what it comes down to. If Virtus.Pro lose this, it's not going to work out well. Snax is going to put the bomb down, but he still has no clue where Zeus is from. Now he knows, and I think that's going to be the main difference here. 1 on 1, and 1 bullet on Zeus is going to be enough to take him down here. That's all it takes. And Zeus doesn't have... Actually, he has got some Molotovs here, so I wish he would try and use some of them. There it is. That's 1 corner checked, and now he should be able to realize that there's only 1 place Snax could be in. Snax just hiding. Zeus spending a lot of time. He's going to be walking up, and Snax is somehow just a complete ninja. Zeus has just no idea, and he's not even going to be allowed to exit the bomb site. So I'm a little bit surprised Zeus couldn't guess that it was going to be... Because he already spotted him once, I think.
I think, who knows, maybe Zeus thought it was a figment of his imagination or something. Because, yeah, he definitely should have figured out that, well, the only places he could be at this point, unless he has dodged me to ultimate perfection, has to be by forest. That's the only way you know, that Zeus wouldn't have found it by that point. But kudos for snax for actually, you know, keeping his calm and not moving an inch.
Yeah, it's gonna be Virtus.Pro now up against an eco round here, and they're doing a fine job just holding angles, making sure that Na'Vi, as they played pretty aggressively this round, just all got picked apart as they moved up. So we're looking at 11-15, and this is not quite over yet.
It really isn't, and VP are definitely playing a way better T side than what they showed on their CT side, and you can kind of feel that they're just doing things better than what they were doing on the CT side.
Yeah, definitely.
They just seem to react faster to everything that Na'Vi does, and they're just finding the right calls, really, to make.
I suppose there is an element of logic in this, because one of the things we were pointing out in the first half when Virtus.Pro were on the CT side is that some of the rounds they simply lost because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. But when you're on the terrorist side, you're sort of the one who decides where
what's the right place.
Yeah, exactly. What's the right place? So maybe this is why it's working out a little bit better for them.
Yeah, that definitely might be. You don't have to... Well, I wouldn't say that you don't have to make reads as to what your opponent's doing, because obviously you don't want to run into stacks and whatnot, but yeah, you definitely have more freedom on the T side.
Neo with a good pick-off. Guardian in the middle. Oh, that grenade! He shoots Pasha before the grenade lands! It looked like he was going to actually shoot the grenade mid-air, which I don't believe you can. starix is going to be taken down by byali, and right now we're in a 3-on-3, and this one could be for the game. Na'Vi have the health advantage right now, but starix goes down. None of that matters anymore. Now they're a whole man down. Guardian, oh, unscopes just as he sees that. And now that's definitely a missed opportunity.
Yeah, and this is, I think, Na'Vi's best option at this point is to just run away with their rifles. Try again next round.
Yeah, that's what they're thinking too. I was gonna say, if snax made the crossover when Guardian was jumping and they could have made it a 2-on-2, I think they would have gone for it, but Virtus.Pro really aren't giving them a lot of chances here, and this is a very interesting game. I mean, we said 16-14, now we might be ending up with a draw here at 15-15, because now we just don't have the economy to keep fighting like this.
It is. Luckily for them, though, they do have that cushion of 3 rounds where they can kind of regain their economy for that one final big push, or even 2 buys, really. So they've got that going for them. What I'm really surprised about or what surprises me a lot, is the fact that Na'Vi are letting a bomb site pretty much being held by one guy at any given time. And it seems like Virtus.Pro are very aware of that, so they keep abusing it to no end.
Let's see, Zeus here close to the middle. C-set 75 in hand. I'm not sure if they heard him running up there, but obviously Guardian and Seized are the two really important players here with the rifles. See if they can do anything. Guardian is sort of going to be able to scope down the middle. This Molotov maybe forcing someone out. He's certainly ready if they run out. They are going to be running out, but he misses the shot anyway. I think that was what he was planning, but it doesn't work out like he intended. Zeus is going to go down, and, well, Virtus.Pro. Is it going to be 13-15? starix also dropping low.
This is a really awkward situation. I think Seized has the opportunity to really bring this back for Na'Vi right now if he just waits patiently.
Well, he's not so patient. Going to be walking in. There's one, but Neo was also there. So now the A bomb site's actually just lost. And again, starix, I think if he can pick up a rifle and run away, but it's being guarded by Neo at the moment. starix going to be walking in just with the right timing. Takes a kill, and now it's time to get away. He's going to jump down, but byali will not allow it. So it's going to be Guardian in a 1-on-3 here with 8 HP, and I think Virtus.Pro should just go hunting for him.
Yeah, definitely. They have the bank to really sustain or they don't really have an issue with losing guns at this point. So yeah, they're going to be able to buy up. If they lose a round, it's game over anyway, so you can't really worry about your economy in that sense. So yeah, I think definitely this is going to do a lot more damage to Na'Vi than it's going to do damage to VP if they lose a couple of weapons trying to take out Guardian.
Yeah, are they going to be able to find him? He's looking up there. If he fires this rifle, then... No, right. snax is a little bit too far away to find the kill on him. He was sort of headed that direction. Right now, top scoring is actually Seized on the Na'Vi side with 29 kills. But on the other team, it's snax, Pasha, and Neo. So Taz and Bind are a little bit lower on the scoreboard, but Virtus.Pro are embarking on a pretty cool comeback. Again, if you're just joining us, then welcome here. But Reminder to everyone who didn't watch the first half that it finished 11-4 in favor of Na'Vi. They got 11 rounds on Terrorist side, and right now we're looking at a 15-13 scoreline. If Na'Vi lose this round, they're going to be almost without any money, and they are pretty going to end up tying the game. That's what we've got. But great flash in. Na'Vi with the aggressive push, and that works out quite well. Now it's a 4-on-3, and Virtus.Pro, they've just lost some significant players there.
And this is going to be so hard for VPs to pull off.
Zeus flashed out, but now it's back into a 2-on-2. This auto sniper, though, might be just what the doctor ordered here. Zeus sees it's going to be actually smoked off. He's going to try and run through, picks off the one, and now Pasha in a 1-on-1 versus Edward. This game just can't get any closer at this point. And we'll see if Pasha can do it. He's already picked up a double. He's going to have to get the triple to try and win this round. He's actually got time, I think, to run all the way back if he wants to. He can double back to B. It's going to be close, but...
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't think he's thinking about going towards B. I just think he doesn't have any clue at all as to where Edward is. And that's worrying, because he's going to have to put down the bomb, and there's not really that many places you can plant and still have solid cover.
Look how close they dodge each other. None of them saw each other, but they could have definitely done that. Edward's going to be walking up, and that will be the game. It's decided based on more or less random chance about who peeks where. It's going to be all over. So there it is. Na'Vi win 16-13, but what a comeback from Virtus.Pro. That could have been sick.